Welcome everybody to this week's KubeVirt community meeting. It is what is it? 3rd of December 2025. Not many of these meetings to go before the end of the year. I hope you're all doing well today. If you haven't put your name down in the attendees, please do. And we like to start meetings by welcoming anyone who is new. So if you're new or haven't taken the time to introduce yourself, you're welcome to share that now.
Hello everyone. So I'm Denis. I'm joining here for the first time. As some of you might know, Brian is leaving his position as a CI maintainer, and I have been asked to take his role in his stead. So I will move to KubeVirt upstream CI soon. It should start really soon. Myself, I've been working, I'm in Red Hat since 7 years. I'm working right now on the downstream part of KubeVirt in the Red Hat, in the DevOps team. So I'm doing right now work similar, we say, that Brian and Daniel are doing for the upstream. So I will try to take over after Brian, but it will be hard because Brian is really good from what I understood. So I will try to do my best.
Welcome. Thanks for that.
Thank you.
Maybe me. Now my turn to talk. Okay, I am Sergio from Guatemala. I teach at the university right now. I used to work on DevOps, but right now I'm not working as a DevOps engineer. But the thing that here for me is like I want to contribute with language translation for Spanish language. So let's say that this month I have the opportunity to work with my students. So we have like the challenge to create a project to translate or to start translating into Spanish the documentation for KubeVirt. Because let's say my course is about operating systems and virtualization is part of that. And we use Kubernetes, so will be like a good opportunity this month for us. So that's my goal here.
Oh, that's great. You're very welcome. I've seen you raised an issue or a PR, I think, in the user guide. I've been meaning to write back to that. Just quickly, I will say that there's so we had an offer for Chinese translation as well, and when we looked into it, with Kubernetes was just starting to. They basically had they have a long-running translation project that they'd reached limits of, as I understand it, and they were looking for alternatives. And I think 15 months later, they still haven't gotten something better. And so I don't want to run into the same mistakes that they made. At the same time, we're a lot smaller project. So I need to refresh my memory on that thread in terms of what we can do in terms of the infrastructure required to have translation now, but also something that we can have going along and being updated as the docs build out. So that's just a long way of saying I've got things to say on that thread, and yeah, I hope we can get something together for. It sounds like your students to work on in the coming month. Wonderful. And also just at the top, I think it was your comment in chat, you aren't able to edit. Up here in the overview, somewhere, here it is, editing this document. All members of the KubeVirt dev mailing group. So if you click on that link, it will, you'll be able to join the KubeVirt dev mailing list, and then you'll have edit access to all of the KubeVirt documents that we use for our meetings. Alrighty, this is today. Cool. Alrighty. Anyone else that is new or wishes to introduce themselves before we move on? Very well. Let's have a quick check-in of the new schedule. So version 1.8, the key dates we'll need to be paying attention to, and I made a note in the agenda. The 7th of January. This is going to come up really quick with a lot of people being away the next few weeks. So I do want to hop on about this. The 7th of January is our VEP freeze date. I think there are two Tuesday VEP discussions before then. There is one the day before this. But that's going to be almost a little too late because we want to get these in now before people start disappearing for holiday breaks. And so it's all not a last minute thing because, yeah, time is a precious resource and it is finite. The other key dates to pay attention to the 25th of February with the KubeVirt code freeze and the 18th of March, which is our proposed GA date. The only open CFP that I'm aware of. Hello?
Can I ask a question about the VEP freeze, the VEP
Of
freeze?
course.
Okay, I have a VEP in progress, but does the freeze only apply to things that are to go into the next release, or is that in general for all VEPs?
No, yeah, so that's the version 1.8 VEP freeze.
Okay.
And so for that, if you want if your VEP is approved and merged before that, basically that is the KubeVirt community saying that we will provide the resources to make sure that the feature PRs are merged, provided they are put up in good time for the version 1.8 code freeze to make it in for the version 1.8 release.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about this now because this is like something happening in the future, this VEP. Okay.
Yeah,
Right?
if you want to make it for version 1.8, that's the one you want to pay attention to.
Okay. No, that makes sense. I just needed to know.
Okay. So the FOSDEM CFP. Now the FOSDEM is funny. Every dev room runs their own CFP. The Virt infrastructure, cloud infrastructure dev room closes this Friday, I think, is the 5th. Others have different CFP close dates. Some have already closed. Some might be longer than the 5th of December. There are a couple of things here that maybe we haven't called out in the past that might be worth paying attention to if you're interested in speaking at FOSDEM. I've spoken about at length before how much I enjoy this conference. Confidential computing, containers, network, I think the ones that really jumped out. And this is just on the FOSDEM website. You're welcome to go through it and see if anything else that you're interested in is applicable. Where am I? Okay, so that's the CFP check-in. As always, if you're aware of a CFP or an event that KubeVirt might well be placed at, please let me know. I'll add it to that and we'll promote it to the wider audience. Audience. A quick check of our calendar. Obviously, after this, we have our Seek Compute meeting. Tomorrow, if it's not cancelled, our performance scale meeting. Next Tuesday, we have a VEP discussion, as well as the DRA discussion. And then the usual smattering of our SIGs and working groups throughout the weeks. Speaking of meetings throughout the next few weeks. So I'm going to be on the other side of the planet for 6 weeks, and I'm looking for a meeting host for this meeting for the following dates: the 24th of December, 31st December, 14th, and the 21st of January. I was wondering whether or not the 24th and the 31st of December will be well attended. It might be worth cancelling them. I'm reluctant to cancel both of them because they are the last community meetings before the vet freeze. Maybe that's not such a big deal because we have 2 vet discussions on the calendar before then, and that's probably a better place to be running vet discussions anyway. I just thought, as you are the regular attendees of this meeting, we would put it out there. Yes, the other side of the planet for me is, in fact, in Australia. It's almost, but not quite, the antipodal point. And then also the 14th of January and the 21st of January. You don't all have to throw your hats into the ring. I know this is a hotly coveted position running this meeting, but if you'd like to ping me on Slack, please do. To run this meeting, we do need to have people to run the meeting, to have the meeting.
Hi, Andrew.
Hello.
I can host the meeting.
Perfect. Would you like to choose which one? I'll put your name down.
Can put all of them. If anyone wants any other date, feel free to take it. I don't mind.
Amazing. All right, so we've got someone locked in for all of these dates.
Just so good that you don't have anything else to do and you're free to do this.
Yes, if I'm participating anyway, why not?
That's it. All right, so the open floor, how over time. Again, the VEP deadline reminder, January 7th. The KubeCon EU Maintainer Track and Lightning Talk CFP closes December 14th. If you've got ideas for KubeVirt for either of them, or you're interested in volunteering or being involved, please reach out. This has come up surprisingly quick because there hasn't been a lot of communication from the CNCF this time. Now the maintainer, hang on, which one am I thinking of? No, also the Maintainer Summit. However, that is only, the Maintainer Summit can be attended by KubeVirt org members, but only the maintainers can submit a talk. But that's not true for the Maintainer Track. Sorry. We have a new blog. I don't know if Miguel sent out anything on the mailing list. It was on our social media. It is the follow-up to a previous post about setting up a shared layer 2 network across clusters, and this one is more focused on the actual live migration between those clusters. So if you're interested in any of that, there's a blog for you. Also, we have the KubeVirt Summit 2025 recordings, and that includes the new contributor session that we had last week, because that was originally intended to be as part of KubeVirt Summit. And so it's in there as well. Now, they all link to the CNCF recordings. They're not our recordings, but if you click on our playlist link, apart from, I don't know, like helping our line go up, you will see a link in the description of our playlist, not the CNCF playlist, that goes to where the slide decks are. And I do know that a few people are asking about those slide decks. So there you go. Do we have any questions about all of the wall of talking I've just done?
I have a question.
Okay. Oh, yep.
I think that to submit a talk to the maintainer track, you do have to be a maintainer, but you don't necessarily have to be the speaker. And I would like to submit something for the maintainer track regarding multi-arch CI/CD setup for KubeVirt. because it's a little complicated and probably warrants some discussion as other projects are needing to do similar things in a less complicated setting. Um, so I'm wondering if maybe I should talk to Daniel Hiller or Brian Carey to help me out in getting something submitted for that, even if you don't like multi-arch. Um, multi-arch is interested in you, so I don't know. That's my um
And it's coming for all of us.
it's coming for all of us, yeah. So again, don't everybody raise your hands at once to help me. That would yeah, so I think we need to work together on that, and I also need help figuring out how to actually do that myself right now. So might be able to combine those two, like traps for young players, namely me. Um, so that'll be fun, hopefully.
Awesome.
Sure, Cheryl. That'd be great. I could probably help out a bit anyway.
I'd appreciate it, Brian. I
Yeah,
think it'd be fun. It'll be real. It might not be real fun. So
depends. It depends if we go down the Basel route. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you'll be able to get me on the Kubernetes Slack anyway if you want. If you have any questions or anything.
Okay, thanks, Brian.
Cool.
From our mailing list review, we've got, so hopefully you're aware that the KubeVirt version 1.7 release went out last week. There is the thread, if not. And also, I don't know if Michael Henriksen is here. It didn't look like this had many views on it. Someone's put out a VEP, and it doesn't seem to have a lot of traction on it. It could be because, as Michael points out, it sounds like a bunch of bug fixes. But I just wanted to put it in front of you. This is the description. That. Zoom. Uh, I'm, uh, okay, there's some fun Zoom things happening here. Yeah, and so that brings us to the bottom of our agenda. Let me just see if anyone's added anything new. They have not. We do have a note. VEPS 125, we just looked at that. 127, 129, 46, 134, 135, 80, 172, and 111 in no particular order are currently at risk and needing attention. I don't know if that's a message to me or someone else, but
No,
if you,
yeah, that's me. Sorry, just in general, I think going over all of these every day, it seems that these particular ones are currently not in a good shape. There are not enough reviews, and I invite everyone to pay more attention to these because uh, they're unlikely to get to a feature freeze in a good state. So more voices are needed there, more reviews are needed.
and anyone can review these. In fact, I think as Vladek says, the more people going through these, many hands will make the light work. It's the easiest way of saying it. And yeah, please put, are these all, is this a range of SIGs off the top of your head?
No.
I think that 111 and 127 are network. 21 is not here. So these are network, probably.
Okay, thank you, Aurel. Is there anyone here from storage? Doesn't look like it. All right. Thank you for highlighting that. We've got, what is it? 4 weeks in order to get these reviewed and beaten into shape. If no one has anything else to add or call out, I'll leave a break just in case. Then that brings us to the end of this meeting. Thank you everyone for being here. I hope you all have a lovely rest of the day. And we will catch you all next week. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.